Hey, ICC friends, it's your girl Xaviera, and it is time for our Friday night chat. So, if this is your first time joining the Friday night chat, my name is Xaviera, and it's very nice to meet you. I am the CEO and editor of Ice Cream Convos, and usually on a Friday night, schedule permitting. I am very busy quarantining from one room of the house to the other, but we usually get together for 1 hour or maybe less or maybe a little bit more. And we talk about some of the top stories in entertainment and celebrity news and news. So if this is your first time tuning into tonight's chat, welcome. And to all of my OG ICC friends, welcome back. It's always great to see you. So the first thing that I would like for all of you to do is to share tonight's chat to let people know that I actually am here and I showed up, and I apologize because I know that I have been so tardy for the party and I really need to do better. And God is working on me and I plan to do better. So I see all of my beautiful friends coming in. Welcome, welcome. So share tonight's chat, and then also let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know what city you repping tonight, because we have quite a bit to talk about tonight. But because I went live on Wednesday night, and shout out to all of you who joined me on Wednesday night, I don't plan to talk about a lot of different topics tonight. I chose 3 topics that I think we really need to take a little bit of time and dig into. So some of those topics are and updates in the Ahmaud case. I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart really quick. And the Ahmaud Arbery case, I want to talk about some of the updates and some of the things that have happened in that case just since Wednesday. So I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about this situation with Shannon Brown. Y'all know Shannon Brown. We found out today that Shannon got arrested, and he had a very interesting mugshot. And I'll tell you how his mugshot actually triggered me. I'll tell y'all about that a little later. But I want to talk about him getting arrested for allegedly pulling a gun on some potential homeowner or home buyers or whatever. So I want to talk about that for a little bit. And then I'm going to have my realtor guru join us for a little while. Hopefully everything works all right with the phone. Y'all remember what happened with Ray on Wednesday. So hopefully everything will work fine and we can bring Natasha in. She is a premier realtor in Atlanta. So I want to bring her in and talk to her a little bit about the process of trying to roll up on somebody's house because you out here home buying, and just to find out if there's even more holes in this Shannon Brown story than we already thought there were. So I'm looking forward to having her check in with us tonight. And then I want to talk about Princess Love and Ray J. Princess Love has officially filed for divorce. I can't say that we are surprised per se, but I can say this news is sad nonetheless. So we'll talk a little bit about that. It's not too much to cover because they spill their business in the streets every day. So it's not really like we got to dig in and pick it apart and all that other good stuff. So I'm very excited just to be back on a Friday night. I have my refreshments. So we will be having a lot to talk about. And once we talk about these 3 subjects, what I really love about this new platform that I'm using, if you haven't checked in on Wednesday, if this is your first time checking in with this particular new platform, as you can see, it allows me to share your comments on the screen, which is really cool. So please don't mind me because I am multitasking. So if you post a comment and I don't highlight it, don't get mad at your girl. I'm just multitasking and trying to keep my ADHD in check while we're chatting tonight. So with that being said, at the end, after I cover all of our topics, you will have the opportunity to come on tonight's chat with me live via video or audio and share your thoughts on the stories that we discussed tonight or anything else that you particularly want to talk about. Sometimes I have my subject matters I want to talk about, but it may be something else you want to talk about, or just let me know how you're holding up during the quarantine, or if there's a story that you want my opinion on or you want to chat about. So once we get there, I will go ahead and give you the link so that you guys can start checking in and we can have a little fun with that. All right. So the first thing I want to get into tonight is the Ahmaud Arbery case. First things first, today would have been Ahmaud's 26th birthday. And as I sat and really thought about it, It's really, really heartbreaking. I mean, on top of the fact that he was killed for nothing, absolutely nothing. He was killed before he was able to reach his 26th birthday. And the fact that his 26th birthday is literally 2 days before Mother's Day, and his mother has to go through her first Mother's Day without her child, it just tore me up. This case, and I'm going to try to watch my words because I don't want to say things that may come back to bite me later on, but I definitely want to just share exactly what I'm thinking. So y'all bear with me, because when I get all in my feelings, sometimes it's hard for me to kind of get my thoughts together. But I saw the video. I believe it was Tuesday that I actually saw the video of what happened to Ahmaud. And I talked about it when we went live together on Tuesday night. And just to literally watch, I love a good action movie. And, in action movies, people get killed all day, B. But there is something about watching a human being being killed, and ain't no action, ain't no cut. There's no actors, no actresses. This is real life video footage you are watching of two men hunting down a 25-year-old man who is minding his own business and who is jogging down the street. And you see these two men murder this woman's child in cold blood. It's something about that sits with you, and it just does not leave. It sits with you in a different kind of way. And so just to see that video, my first thought was, why in the world are these two men, Travis McMichael and his daddy, Greg McMichael, why are these two men still not in jail when this murder happened on February 23rd? So I'm fighting and grappling with that. Social media is flooded. Everybody is posting pictures of Ahmaud. I run with Ahmaud, justice for Ahmaud. Now, social media is flooding. People are taking to the streets protesting. Petitions are being signed. People are calling for arrest. Lawyers are stepping up, and lawyers are coming together, and civil rights attorneys are joining forces to try to get some resolution in this. And I'm thinking to myself, I just watched a video of two men murdering someone in cold blood. Why must we have to do all of this? Why is all of this necessary just to get some form of justice, or to get someone to act, someone of authority, to recognize the fact that a crime has been committed, and someone of authority to actually act on this particular crime and hold the people responsible accountable? It's completely mind-blowing, but at the end of the day, I already know it has a lot to do with pigmentation, melanation, and all of the other. And so come, Wednesday, then the DA says, oh, well, I'm going to push for this to go to a grand jury. Grand jury? What are we going to a grand jury for? I saw the video. I know you saw the video by now. What are we going to a grand jury for? For them to sit up and decide whether or not to charge their friends? What is the purpose of a grand jury? Now y'all lollygagging, and y'all playing ghetto games, and y'all doing all the tomfoolery and shenanigans. There is no point for a grand jury. This is an open and shut case, if you ask me. But I understand that there is a justice system that ain't just for us. And I understand that y'all have to go through your little protocols and so on and so forth. But this is some straight trash, what's going on down here in Glenn County, Georgia. Straight trash. So with that being said, the DA said he was going to push for a grand jury. That's another, what do you call it? Like just a procrastination tool. And then it's, oh, well, when the courts open up, coronavirus is the reason, the courts were closed. And that's why are we talking about courts? These dudes are at home chilling with their shotguns, probably cleaning off their shotguns and on the phone talking about how easy it was to take him down. Why are we still talking about a grand jury? So at some point, Governor Kemp, who's trying to earn cool points with the Black community, because we hot with him for trying to open up Georgia. So Governor Kemp reaches out to the GBI, the Georgia Bureau of Investigations, and he gives them the green light to come in. Y'all, the GBI came in less than 36 hours later. They had both of them hillbillies in handcuffs and was hauling them off to jail. But there are so many little nuances and little things that you pay attention to as a person of color that the average person may not particularly care about or may not pay attention to. Number one, the GBI was like, oh yeah, they committed this murder and aggravated assault. Okay, let's go round them up, boys. Let's round them up. They go get these two men, put them in cuffs so ever so gently, patting them on the back, whispering in their ears, probably giving them words of encouragement. No worries, you'll be home tomorrow. I was like, well, this looked like somebody picking somebody up to take them to the county fair. This does not look like an arrest, because I've seen the New York Police Department beat Black folks up for less for just congregating without a mask on over the past week. But they went and picked up two men who murdered a man in cold blood and patted them jokers on the back, spoke to them very nicely, gently walked them to the car to go ahead and take them down to the station and process them. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna be picky. They arrested. Cool. As long as they arrested, I don't care if they pat them on the back or rock them like babies, put them in the little thing, round them up, take them on down, fingerprint them and lock them up. So I'm like, okay, so with that being said, they lock them up. So now they're locked up. Well, now more information is coming out about this case. And at this point, y'all, I am completely, utterly nauseated and sickened to my stomach. First things first, there's a district attorney by the name of Miss Jackie Johnson. I believe it's Jackie Johnson. That is correct. District attorney by the name of Jackie Johnson. Well, y'all, Jackie Johnson, Mr. Greg McMichael, who is the daddy, he used to work for her. He was an investigator for her district attorney's office. So when after they committed the murder and Glenn County Police Department went to the scene of the crime, they said that they had probable cause to arrest these two men for murder. They called into the district attorney's office. I didn't even know that they do this. I didn't even know if you come somewhere, you got to call the police got to call the district attorney to say that they want to arrest somebody or they had probable cause, but okay, maybe in Glenn County, or maybe I just didn't pay attention when I was watching CSI. But with that being said, they called the district attorney's office and said, we have probable cause to arrest these two men for murdering this young Black man in the middle of the street who was jogging and minding his own Black ass business. Well, I picture Jackie getting on the phone like, nope, nope. Well, ma'am, we have nope. No, don't arrest them. Nope, let them go home. Let them pick up their shotguns, wipe them off, get back in the white pickup truck that they used to hunt down the young man and let them go home. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. And she hangs up. So they let these two dudes go home. Home. Like, I just killed somebody 45 minutes ago. I'm finna go home. Go home. And so they go home. So after she set it up that they wouldn't be arrested, then she recused herself before people put one and one together to get two, because he used to work for you. So that's why they went ahead and she went ahead and recused herself before people started putting one and one together to get two. And now she set him up for him to be straight so he can go home. And now she's going to recuse herself from the case. Well, then they passed the case off to another district attorney. And let me see, what's his name? They passed the case off to another district attorney in Waycross. And this particular district attorney in Waycross, he got the case. He looked out too. His name is George E. Barnhill, District Attorney George E. Barnhill, Barnhill. I hope y'all writing down the names so we can remember who to get up out of office when the time comes, right? All right. So George E. Barnhill is another district attorney. So he was like, nope, no, I don't see any probable cause whatsoever. I feel like those men were justified in their killing of that young man. No, they should not be arrested. They should not be charged. Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and go because I need to write up my little form to recuse myself. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. You keep your mask on too. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. He hangs up. So now he done gave them another pass not to be arrested, not to go to jail. So he looked out for them too. So then it landed in this last district attorney's lap, I suppose. And that's the one that we put our foot on his neck. And then he started talking about, okay, I'll give it to a grand jury. I'll give it to a grand jury. The GBI was like, you know what? Y'all been playing ping pong and pity pat and whatever else y'all play down here, tonk and all that. Y'all been playing too long with this case. We coming in and we going to take it over. So I want to give a shout out to, what's his name? GBI director Vic Reynolds, because he's the real MVP in this here thing. Vic Reynolds is the director of the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. Let me tell you what he said. He said probable cause was clear to our agents pretty quickly. I'm very comfortable in telling you there's more than sufficient probable cause and charging felony murder. He went on to say the video was already out when we saw it. We reviewed the rest of the file and we made an arrest. Every stone will be turned over, I promise you. Now, that's the kind of talk I like. I like that every wig gonna get snatched, every stone gonna get turned over, every Klan hat gonna get snatched. I like that type of talk. So shout out to Mr. Reynolds. Because see, that's an OG last name anyway. Like, I think of Burt Reynolds. No, but anyway. So I am all about that. Okay. So I appreciate Mr. Reynolds coming in, talking about he gonna get some straightening. I definitely appreciate that. So with that being said, the plot thickens. And this little last piece of information I'm about to share with you is what really, truly, truly bothered me to my core. The fact that Greg McMichael used to work for Jackie Johnson's district attorney's office 2 years ago, 2018, I'm not exactly sure when or whatever, there was some foolala case about some shoplifting. And Ahmaud was tangled up in it some type of way. Greg McMichael was investigating Ahmaud 2 years ago in this particular case. Now, I peeped the media because they always try to turn the victim into an unworthy victim. Meaning, when someone gets killed, wrongfully killed, y'all, they will go all the way back to when that child got suspended in elementary school. They will go all the way back to the time the child got caught shoplifting some Tic Tacs out of the corner store. Anything to try to tarnish the reputation of the person, to make them less worthy of our care or make them less worthy of us caring that they were murdered in cold blood or that their life was snatched away from them unjustly. They do it every single time. Now, they really didn't go hard in the paint with this, with, the transgressions in Ahmaud's past. But the only reason why I am mentioning this is because the fact that Greg McMichael worked in Jackie Johnson's office and he investigated Ahmaud in 2018 means he knows exactly who that boy was. Man, because I'm not going to disrespect him. I'm sorry. It's the mom in me that always say boy for anybody younger than me. He knew exactly who that young man was when he got in that pickup truck and started following him. He knew exactly who that young man was when they rolled up on him and Travis hopped out the car with the shotgun. They knew who he was. It wasn't a case of mistaken identity. It wasn't he looked like a suspect in a string of burglaries in our neighborhood. They knew who he was. For goodness sake, the man had been investigating him 2 years ago. You do not forget a name like Ahmaud Arbery. You don't forget that young man's face. He had a beautiful chocolate striking face. You will not forget that. You will not forget that at all. You won't forget it. So with that being said, the day they got in that pickup truck and they followed that young man, they knew exactly who he was when they pulled up on him. That messes with my spirit, y'all. That messes with my spirit in a way that I can't shake. They knew. They knew. They knew. I mean, and I guarantee you the GBI considered that in the probable cause. First things first, they lied and said it was self-defense. They claimed that Ahmaud attacked Travis. When you ever seen an unarmed person attack someone who is pointing a shotgun at them? Don't worry, I'll wait. I got a little bit of time. Just tell me. It's literally a fight or flight situation. Ahmaud is a black man in America. Ahmaud know about Trayvon. Ahmaud know about Walter Scott. Ahmaud know about Alton Sterling. Ahmaud knows about all these other cases. He knew when he ran around that truck and was faced staring down the barrel of a shotgun. He knew. He knew either I have to try to get this gun away from him or this man is going to kill me. He knew. And so he opted to try to get the gun away from that man. Not once was he punching that man or kicking that man. All he was trying to do was wrestle that gun away from him so that he would not shoot him. And the visual of him wrestling with Travis to get the gun away from Travis while Greg is on the back of the truck with his gun trying to get a good aim so he can shoot him from the back of the truck. What y'all doing? They don't have no reruns of the Beverly Hillbillies for y'all to watch. What is going on? Y'all ain't got nothing better to do. Y'all ain't got, just go somewhere and dip some snuff or something. Like, what are y'all doing? Well, at least I can say that they have been arrested. These are their mugshots. They are being held without bond, which is absolutely correct because they done had enough bond free time since they murdered somebody. So now it's time for them to go ahead and sit. So they have not been given a court date, which means they just gonna let their behinds marinate for a little bit because, I mean, the court systems are janky anyway due to COVID-19, but no bond and no court date, that's fine by me. Let them sit. Look at this, y'all. This is your girl, Jackie Johnson, and Greg Murder Man McMichael. That's her dude right there. That's her mans in him. She is not giving him up. She not letting nobody arrest him. That is her mans in him. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot. It is a lot to digest. It's a lot to digest. And I just really hate that in 2020, these things are still happening every day. And, you know, sometimes I wonder, had that video not come out, how far this Ahmaud case would have gone? Like how much traction would it have actually gotten had that video not been released? But my guy, GBI guy, Mr. Reynolds, said, "Pachoon, everybody gonna get hit up." He said he investigating everybody all the way down to the person who recorded the video. He's not playing. And I need everyone to be mindful. Write down these names. Be mindful. You know what's really going to be interesting is finding out really what Brunswick, Georgia is really about. Because, you know, we say we need to vote people out. You know, when you try to, I saw somebody on Twitter today said something. I'm not going to try to take credit for it because I saw it on Twitter, but they said, we got to start plucking these people at the root. Don't weed out the weeds, pluck the root. And at this point, we have to pluck the root. We have to pluck the root. So we got to start at the top and work our way down. Because see, first we were just thinking, oh, the police ain't this, the police ain't that. No, the police made the call. But your girl Jackie right here with Murder McMichael, she was like, no, nope, la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. No, bye. You're not arresting my friend today. Not today. And so when it's time to vote, you have to, any state, any city, if you are there, start writing these people's names down. And that's why I was so disappointed in Diddy when he was talking about holding the vote hostage, and I know he was talking about on a presidential level, but we cannot hold a vote hostage on any level. We have to let people know. We have to make people fearful. If people know that they will lose their seat, if they in there playing around and shenanigan and tomfoolery and all that, if they know we will go out there and vote their asses out of office, they will stop playing with us. They will start taking things seriously. They will start holding people beneath them accountable. And in this particular case, the police was trying to be accountable. It was the district attorney who pulled the rug from under their feet. I know they probably was at the scene like, okay, well, guess you guys can go ahead and head on out. And so now I have all eyes on Brunswick, Georgia. I want to see what y'all about. Let me know what your town about. Are you a citizen that's okay with 2 men murdering an innocent Black man in your city, and you just go back out and vote for the people? But I got some more tea on Karen. Not Karen. I said Karen on Jackie. So Jackie was already under fire because there is another Black man down there under her jurisdiction who was wrongfully convicted, right? Wrongfully convicted. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited, so I'm losing my words. He was wrongfully convicted. The Innocence Project was working on his case and either found some DNA or found some evidence that proved that man was innocent. Do you know she will not move on the case for him to be released? She just la 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 la. So I already know what the politicians are about in Brunswick, Georgia. I already know what they're about because this man was wrongfully convicted. Look it up. Google, what's her name? Jackie Johnson, wrongfully convicted, Innocence Project. And you will see where she was called on the carpet because she will not move and she will not do whatever it is she need to do or sign whatever it is she need to sign or say whatever it is she needs to sign in order for this wrongfully convicted man who is sitting in jail to be released. She won't move. So she is purposefully keeping him incarcerated and will not let him be released. Yeah, let that sink in for a little bit. Can't. I'm so, God forgive me because I keep wanting to call her Karen. Sorry. Jackie. I saw the name Jackie Johnson. I was like, hold on, Jackie Johnson. I know there ain't no sister down there doing no stupid mess like that. Pulled it up and saw Jackie Johnson. I said, well, and then saw the picture of her and Greg Murder McMichael. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this is one of these cases they have been arrested, right? Let's go ahead and put their little mug shots up. They have been arrested. That is a step in the right direction. And there's no need for us to start flooding the streets and Millie rocking and doing the Tootsie slide and all that. No, it is a step. It is one step of many. George Zimmerman got arrested. You saw how that went. And he had the nerve to file a lawsuit against Trayvon's parents for defamation. Are you serious? Okay. So what I'm saying is they have been arrested. It is a start in the right direction. I don't know how long the GBI going to keep their feet in this, but listen, I need GBI director, Mr. Reynolds. I'm going to put Mr. on his name, put some respect on him. I need Mr. Reynolds to go ahead and keep his foot in this situation and keep this thing going. I'm not familiar. Kristen said Brunswick is white territory. I wonder if any neighbors was peeking with their hoods on watching when this happened. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot to really take in, y'all. That is a lot to really take in. All right, so let's move on to our next topic, which is Mr. Shannon Brown. First things first, Shannon, please forgive me for using your mugshot, but this is the most recent picture that I could find to use in relation to this story. And I mean, considering the fact that you got arrested, I guess it's only right to use your mugshot. So let me give y'all the scoop on this, and then I'm going to bring in realtor extraordinaire, Miss Natasha Bazile, because I got some questions for her, and I got some questions for y'all about this particular case. And if you got questions too, please drop down in the comments and share your questions with me, because I don't want to feel like I'm in this alone, okay? And if you haven't done so yet, share this chat and tell a friend. We digging in tonight, okay? We deep diving tonight. I'm not hopping from topic to topic. We deep diving tonight. Let me pull this up real quick. Shannon Brown. Y'all know Shannon Brown is single again after him and Monica, filed for divorce. And, that is over. But Shannon was arrested on May 2nd. And let me explain to you why Shannon Brown was arrested on May 2nd. Let me grab my little trusty notes right here because I don't want to give any bad information. So, on May 2nd in Tyrone, Georgia, and I thought to myself, where the hell is Tyrone, Georgia? So I did my Googles. And Tyrone, Georgia is about 31 minutes outside of the city of Atlanta. It is 26 miles from Atlanta to be exact. Your girl got the facts tonight. I love when I come through with facts. It makes me feel extra special when I be dropping the facts on y'all. But anyway, so basically on this beautiful May 2nd day, two people, they didn't indicate whether it was a man and a woman, a couple, but it was two people. So I'm going to assume it was a couple. They went allegedly house hunting in Tyrone, Georgia, and they came upon Shannon's house that had a for sale sign in the yard. So they said, oh, a for sale sign. Let's go check out the house. So they walked through his gate, and his gate is, open, I guess. And they made their way through the gate. They claim when they got to the door. See, one story said the door was unlocked and they let themselves in. But another story said that Shannon told them, come on in. So when they came inside, at some point in time, things went completely left and Shannon confronted them. And then basically they used the term that they were able to convince him to let them go. Okay. All right, I'm just going to give you the facts and then we're going to sort this thing out together. Okay, I'm going to sort this thing out and we could figure it out together. All right, so they convinced Shannon to let them go. But when Shannon let them go, they claim that he fired about 5 or 6 shots at them as they were exiting the property. Okay. So he fired 5 or 6 shots, allegedly fired 5 or 6 shots at them as they were leaving the property. But they didn't call the police until 9:45 that night and then told the police what happened. And then when they told the police what happened, the police went to Shannon's residence. They found 1 shell casing in the area. I need y'all to walk with me. I need y'all to stay with me. Pay attention, stay with me. In the area, they found 1 shell casing. 1 shell casing. But they claim it was 5 or 6 shots. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes when you're fearful, things you just can't count right. Okay. All right. With that being said. All right. So then the police come. They find 1 shell casing. They arrest Shannon. Haul Shannon off to jail. Shannon was in jail for 2 days. Got bonded out or bailed out or whatever on May 4th. So before I go into my questions, I want to bring my dear guest, Miss Natasha Bazile, on. Tasha.
Hey,
girl, how are you?
I am dandy. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Let me remove this photo of Shannon. So
shout out to his mugshot though, because his mugshot says this is some bullshit. Like that's what his mugshot says.
Basically, His mugshot does say indeed that this is some BS. Okay, so Natasha, my dear friend, realtor.
Yes, hi ICC fam.
I see you rocking that ICC 10th anniversary tee. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Okay, so I wanted to bring you on because any questions I have regarding homes for sale, homes to be bought, homes to home buying, I always refer to you because you are my expert. When I saw this case, I said, I have to bring you on tonight because you got to give me some clarity that I don't understand. Natasha Bazile, realtor extraordinaire. When someone sees a sign in front of a house that says for sale, what is the protocol?
Call your realtor, one, or call the number on the sign. Do not walk up to a house. Oh, let me go look at it. It has just happened though. So people do it. But if you do it, beware of what happens. Like, you just cannot walk up to somebody's house just because there's a for sale sign and think that, okay, I'm just going to go snoop around or I'm going to go look. But it's happened.
Wow.
But there's a lot of holes in the story. So
there are quite a few holes in this story because I was like, did Shannon have a sign in his yard that just said for sale? Come on in and check it out. So, my first thought process was, could it possibly have been that Shannon was like, he heard somebody at the door. Maybe he was expecting somebody that day.
Okay.
Like if I'm supposed to come to your house and I'm coming, you hear a knock at the door, you be like, girl, come on in. I come in, you come in the living room and it's a whole dude with a fat belly and 3 kids behind him. You gonna be like, yo, what's up?
Right.
And so,
right.
I don't understand, but let me just go through some of these questions and see if you can help me. So my first question was, did the for sale sign have a number on it to call for more information or to schedule a viewing?
I mean, and we're not talking, I'm assuming, I don't know how much his house is worth. We're not talking about $200,000 house. I'm assuming. I'm assuming there was I just, come on now. I don't know if like millionaires have for sale signs, but if they do have for sale signs, like somehow they knew this house was for sale. So I'm sure there had to be some kind of notification this house was for sale.
But is it commonplace for people just to ride around and just say, let's just roll up in this house?
Oh, okay. All right. So part A is a commonplace for people to ride around. Yes, people do ride around. It's not the correct way to do it because you're wasting time. Serious buyers have agents and they're going through their agents to set up showings and see properties. Okay. So when I get calls on homes that I have for sale and they're like, okay, I'm riding around and I saw the sign, that clues me into, okay, you really aren't doing this process right. You're not going about it correctly. And then I'll try to help them out. But yes, people do ride around. Do people walk up to houses? People that aren't wise do. I mean, some people might try to feel it out to see if it's vacant or not, and then try to walk around the side, especially in this day and age. We should not.
Thank you.
Don't do it.
Thank you.
So
thank you very much.
Yeah, don't walk up on people's houses, even if there's a for sale sign.
But here's another thing that I thought about, because if Shannon told them to come in, did Shannon approach them with a gun already in hand? Or did he say, hold on a minute, let me go get my gun? Like, there's too many holes. This is Swiss cheese story. Like, Swiss holes, right?
That don't sound right. So if I have a home that a seller is listing, agents have to schedule showings. So I notify the seller, hey, there's going to be a showing from 2 to 3 today. So Shannon would have known there's a showing that's going to happen. So apparently he was not aware there was going to be a showing. Like, there's just so many holes. Apparently they were not there with their agent. Man, we could speculate on what really happened.
I really wish Shannon would respond to my DMs.
Yeah.
Respond to my DMs. Okay, I got some more questions because I wrote my questions down.
Okay.
So my first question was, did the sign have information on it to call for more information? Then my next question was, was he expecting company? And then some strangers walked into his house.
Okay. Yeah.
But my third question is, did they know that was Shannon Brown's house before they
Mm.
even so-called went house hunting and went to take a look?
They are bold as heck if they did. Like,
That's
but
like
stranger things have happened. So
when Evander Holyfield put his house up for sale, right?
mm-hmm.
And Rick Ross bought it. But when Evander first put his house up for sale, I can't tell you, not even when he put it up for sale, I can't tell you how many times when people came to Georgia, I took them and rode past Evander's house to say, y'all, this Evander's house. This how Evander living. Pow, pow, Evander, ear Evander. That's how he living. So it's not like we don't know where a lot of these people live.
Right.
I remember riding past Keith Sweat house one day and I was like, I want that thing. But, we know where these celebrities live in Atlanta. We know where they live. So
wait, but question for you. Did any of your guests say, hey, let's see if we can walk up to the door and see if he'll let us in?
Nah, hell no.
That's crazy as heck.
It is. Yeah.
So
hell no. So my thing was, I was wondering if they knew it was Shannon's house and was going to try to be on some, oh, hi, we're some home buyers, we're just out hunting for some houses. But okay, so let me move on with my questions.
Okay, wait, back to that point. I let my sellers know, like, if anybody knocks on your door, if I have not told you or we are not aware there's a showing, do not open the door. Do not let them in. That's not for safety reasons. That's not, no, we don't do that.
Reasons. It could easily be anybody coming to rob you, anything.
Which I don't understand why he's in jail at this point. I'm still not understanding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They asked if I have ever been by Chateau Charest. Once, but it was just a pavement. There was no house on it. So I'm sorry. Okay, so my next question. What triggered Shannon to shoot at them? Like, what triggered Shannon? Because even if I pull my gun, be like, yo, y'all better go. Remember when Ice Cube pulled up and saying, was like, do we have a problem? We got a problem. So, but what triggered him to the point of allegedly shooting?
I got a story. I got a story to tell.
Story time.
Story time. So, in my early days of real, did you take a sip?
Yeah.
In my early days of real estate,
okay,
showing property, right? And you know how GPS says you've arrived. So when you're showing property, there's a lot going on, and it said you arrived. I saw a for sale sign. Got out. Went to the house. We went in the house. I don't know if I announced myself. Like, now I know to announce myself, ring the doorbell no matter what. And it was from this occasion, because when I heard people in the house and I'm like, well, why are people in the house? Sis was at the top of the stairs with a gun. Turned out I was at the wrong house. Her house was for sale. That was not the house that I was supposed to be in.
So you was Shannon Brown too.
I was, listen. So thank God. She was protecting herself. She wasn't aware there was a showing, and GPS just told me I arrived. Now I know, lesson learned in real estate, you got to check, because the house was like literally 2 doors down that I was supposed to be showing. Georgia, I'm so tired of Georgia being in the news. I am so tired of Georgia right now. But we have the right to carry and all of that. And, she was protecting her family. So, but she didn't go as far as to shoot. And so back to your question of what caused him to shoot, that's the part I'm not aware of. Like, something happened.
Look, Cook said they probably wouldn't leave the house.
They was trying to steal toward it.
I want to see the bedroom first, sir. Man, if you don't get your... Sir, I'd like to see the kitchen. Is there an eat-in kitchen?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Zavi.
But you know what? Now that you shared that particular story, I mean, you can actually see how something can go wrong. I'm gonna tell you what I really believe, and I'm gonna put a whole bunch of allegedly in it, because I dealt with enough lawsuits last year. I believe them people allegedly rolled up in that man's house. I believe that front door was unlocked, and I believe them people let themselves in and welcomed themselves into his house, and he greeted their asses with a gun. And I believe they said he eventually agreed to let them go. That was him saying, who told y'all could come up in here, allegedly?
Right.
And they copping pleas. Oh, sir, oh, sir, oh, sir. And he like, nah, who sent y'all? Who sent y'all? Allegedly. Thank you. So who sent y'all? I bet that's what it was.
And allegedly, they left the house at whatever time in the afternoon, got home, told whoever, and they was like, but don't Shannon Brown have money? Like, can't we come up with a story and let's go report him allegedly to come up with this cockamamie story and now get this man arrested and get in trouble and probably a lawsuit's going to come allegedly. Like, this just sounds like buffoonery and coonery, but
I agree with Shantae. I really, really hope he has some type of security camera, a Ring doorbell or something or another.
Shantae!
Okay, yes, I know you said that, but I really, truly, honestly hope that he has something. But apparently if he didn't, because I think he would have presented it at the time the police came to the house to question him about it. But I'm willing to bet my last scoop of ice cream, my last scoop, that a lawsuit, they're going to sue Shannon Brown for some type of emotional distress or held captive under their will, against their will, or it's a money grab. It's a money grab.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly.
I would not be surprised.
Allegedly.
At all. And
Allegedly.
yeah. And I just saw a comment. I don't know if that was from Tiff. She said she was going to get her real estate license, but it sounds crazy. Go get it, girl. Get it. It is crazy. I mean, things have happened. I bought home fleas and all, but there's a lot of crazy things that happen in real estate. Just connect with me. We'll talk about that stuff.
I brought home fleas. Hold on, Tasha. I still got some more questions.
Come on.
Number 5. Numero 5, amigos and amigas.
Okay.
If he fired 5 or 6 shots, why was there only 1 casing? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Listen, Kristen on to something. Kristen said they trying to get another stimulus check. Kristen on.
Did they say if he fired these shots inside the house or outside the house?
That's a good question.
And if he fired this many shots, like he missed y'all, like he
missed 2 people. He got some terrible aim. He missed 2 people. 2 people. Okay.
Yeah.
And my last question, which is the most important question to me, why did they wait till 9:45 p.m. to call the police after somebody fired a gun at them? You fire a gun at me. I'm pulling down the street to get to a safe distance, and then I'm calling the popo.
Because if my agent set me up for a showing, right?
Yep.
But you told us we could go to the house, and we went there, and the homeowner greeted us like this. Everything is happening immediately. Like, I'm getting out of the house. I'm calling my agent. This is what happened, such and such. This is happening immediately. Unless we needed to leave and put this story together and put our brains together and say, oh, we could. I mean, I
feel like this is another plot and another ploy to make my boy Shannon look cray. Because y'all know Shannon be a little bit off sometimes. I feel like they trying to make Shannon look cray.
Okay, somebody just said that he fired in the area. Like,
but okay, so if he fired, but I one of these, get out of here, get off my lawn.
Okay,
but if he did that, where are the rest of the casings? Do you think he really shot at them people and was like, oh, hold on, Lord, let me get my casings?
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Like, if you have your house for sale, people are coming to look at it. So he obviously was not aware people were coming to his house. Like, this is just a lot that just don't sound right. So that was question number 5. Was that question number 5? That
was number 6 about why they. No, well, we went back to 5 because we're still trying to solve the mystery of the shell casings. But then we, moved up to 6 because 6 is what took so long for them to call the police.
Okay, I have question number 7.
Oh, you got number 7?
I have number 7. Number 7 is, how is it that they were able to arrest Shannon so quickly, but not the 2 rednecks that shot? Okay. I'm just asking.
For an attempted shoot, like an alleged shooting. But down in Brunswick, we got a body. and a video.
I mean,
Okay.
all right.
I had a feeling you was just gonna come shut this whole thing down. All right, y'all, we gonna turn the lights up. Y'all ain't got to go home. Tasha done turn the thing out. Tasha done turn the thing out. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Wow.
Right.
Wow. I really look. Somebody,
Hello.
hello.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
warning
Exactly.
shots. Yeah, everyone pretty much agrees that is warning shots. Yep,
Yeah.
that is warning shots.
Morning. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it said, and ooh. But I know this is like a little sidebar, but since we're already on the topic of having guns and shooting guns into the air and warning shots and so on and so forth, I would just like to put out the back call to all my people of color to go get your permits. Because once y'all go get y'all permits, they will change the gun laws.
Everybody,
go get your permits. Even if you don't even buy a gun, go get your permit. Let's everybody on next Tuesday, let's go get permits and watch how quick they change the gun laws.
You make a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make myself put that in my calendar.
Put it on my look. I'm putting it on my Palm Pilot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
This is we got question number 8. Ooh. Nobody in the neighborhood reported gunshots, or does he live in a desolate area? I mean, if I hear 5 to 6 gunshots in succession, I'm at least gonna peek out the window. Not the window, but the window. Because I'm in South Georgia. The window.
Right.
That's
a good one.
That was a great observation. Come through, Tasha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was another Tasha too.
Yes, Tasha's. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Tasha Unite. Mm-hmm. So my question is, did he live in a isolated? I mean, I imagine he have a lot of land, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. And tell me the city again, where he lives.
Tyrone, Georgia. Think you better call Tyrone.
I'm adding it to the list of places where I'm not going. In Brunswick, Tyrone. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Tyrone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Tyrone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But I know, because I can hear a little delivery truck come in my cul-de-sac. I'm in the window.
Okay. I'm gonna go look it up.
I'm just saying. So everybody, let's go get our permits and watch how quickly they change the gun laws. Let's get our permits. Stay strapped. As 50 Cent would say, get the strap. Stay ready. You don't have to get ready. That is correct. Tasha, I love you so much. Can you please tell all of my amazing ICC friends who may be looking to sell, who may be looking to buy, can you please, because listen, when I tell y'all Natasha, she's here in Georgia, but she ain't in Tyrone or Brunswick. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, yes. Or Forsyth County. Hallelujah. She's not down there either. But Tasha can assist you anywhere you are in these United States of America. So, Natasha, please tell us a little bit about yourself while I got you here. I love doing this to you.
Thank you, guys. You're awesome. And I appreciate the ICC fam because you guys have help support, because I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and you guys have shown me so much love. I'm at like 740 something, so I'm getting there.
Be sure to put your YouTube link in the comments too tonight.
Okay.
So
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Follow.
I'm sold by Nat on all my socials. So sold by Nat. Even if you're not selling or buying, like, listen, guys, today, like literally from 3:30 p.m., I have been caulking windows, trying to be a better homeowner. So I just try to share information on all things real estate. If you're buying your first home, you have your first home, how to take care of it, selling, just anything that I can share for us to do better, be better, to leave legacies for our children. Like, I'm just trying to do my little part. And
well, I just want to interject and be rude and interrupt because just for the simple fact that I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel. And it's funny because I'm not on the market to buy or to sell, but I swear for God, I learned something from every one of your videos, even down to like home inspections, even down to, I mean, you do make me want to sell my house all the time because the properties that you list are amazing. But I
Yeah.
learned something every single time from one of your videos, even if it's the smallest thing. And it's not, and you don't even always talk about buying homes, selling and all. You even dropped a gem of a video about people with piss poor landlords and how to look for piss poor, like how to stay away from piss poor landlords. So I appreciate you for that as well. And
Thank you,
so the
Zabi.
videos are entertaining. They are fun. You literally take me with you when you go to these properties. So I love everything about your YouTube channel. I love everything about you. I think you are the best. And you are the OG Michael Jordan of real estate agents. The fact that you are out here still moving and shaking and selling houses in the middle of a pandemic. I was like, what? Like literally in the middle of a pandemic. Like who does that?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, what is it? You gotta
adapt.
Yes, you gotta adapt. You gotta pivot and adapt. And we, I do it safely and do it how we can do it. But we all just learning to do it together. Can I just mention something about piss poor landlords?
Sure.
And it might kind of tag back on Shannon Brown. So I'm showing property tomorrow. And in the comments, as I'm looking at that property, the notes say the tenants don't know that the house is for sale. So don't disturb the tenant. So basically, the landlords are selling the house. They have not told the tenants they're selling the house. And they're telling people don't go up to the house to disturb them. Like how shady is that crap? And that's the type of stuff, like they put it in the notes for agents, but what if somebody sees it and doesn't read that? Now you're at home, you're getting knocks on your door, like what's going on? This is the kind of stuff. Okay. That's the kind of stuff that happens. And
then it's going to be 5 shell casings in the yard.
Okay. Exactly. So I just had to share that little, because I saw that today and I thought about the Shannon story. But yes, guys, I appreciate your support. If you ever have any questions about anything real estate related, or you thinking about getting into real estate, anything like that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I just love ICC. I love Zabi. She is the only person that at 10 o'clock at night I will put on eyebrows for. And I put on glasses just in case my eyebrows were crooked. But I just love you guys. I love her. And yes, my socials are Sold by Nat. I'm on YouTube at Sold by Nat. And yeah, I'm here. I love you guys.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna be making you keep coming back.
I'm here for you. I mean,
okay.
You are one of those people.
I got witnesses.
Hey, I'm here.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Boo. I love you.
Okay. I love you too.
The ICC friends love you too. Do not forget to drop your YouTube in the comments so that our ICC friends can connect with you on YouTube, and we gonna get you to 1,000. We're gonna do that.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Right?
And happy 10th anniversary.
Oh,
this is your year, right?
So much.
Are you still selling shirts?
I have stopped selling shirts, but I do have some shirts that some ICC friends bought. But I am scared to leave the house, and once I am not, Tasha. Once I am unafraid to leave the house, I have to go to the post office and mail the shirts out. But I do have some amazing friends who do have ordered shirts. I just have to mail them out. But I have so whoever will have the shirt will have a limited edition shirt because I am ceasing and desisting.
Really? I mean, this is so comfortable. I just have to plug her. I also have to plug her blog course. If you haven't done her blog course, I mean, yeah, her blog course is phenomenal. Please check her out. And I'm just gonna stop there. All right, go ahead.
Okay. I love you, Bill, and thank you so much.
All right, see you guys.
Say bye to Tasha. Say Tasha, we love you. All right. She is always so much fun, and I so appreciate Tasha for coming through. All right, guys. So the last story that I want to talk about tonight before I open up the floor and let y'all come in and cut up is Ray J and Princess Love. Well, y'all, I can't say we didn't see the writing on the wall. It was in graffiti. It was in cursive. It was in Chinese. It was in Japanese. It was in whatever. the writing has been on the wall for Ray J and Princess Love. It all kicked off really, really bad. Now, we've watched them cut up in the past before and air their personal laundry and their marital issues publicly all the time. But it truly, honestly hit the fan in November of last year. And that was the whole situation where Ray J allegedly left Princess Love and Melody stranded in Las Vegas, right? So that's when everything truly hit the fan. And Princess Love, what'd she do? She went straight to social media to let all of us know that Ray J had left her and Melody stranded in Las Vegas. Now, first things first, I work in celebrity news and entertainment. And I work more in celebrity news in the sense of if it's news, if it's concrete, if it's factual, I will share it with you all. I don't go in, I don't do any private investigating. I don't pay for information. I had someone today try to send me pictures of Pastor Jamal Bryant's alleged baby on the side. Like, I don't deal in that. I don't do that. And so that's why I tend to get offended when people call me a gossip blog, because I still have a standard, a moral compass. There are certain things I'm not going to do. I deal in celebrity news and entertainment. So when Princess Love told me Ray J left them stranded in Las Vegas, I felt like, this ain't none of my business. This ain't none of our business. Why are you telling us that? And, you know, like, why are you sharing this information with us? So then Ray J went on and he told his side of the story, and then he issued an apology to Princess Love. Now, mind you, this whole time Princess is pregnant with their second child. And then he had issued an apology. And then after his apology, Princess Love came back and was like, I want a divorce. And I was like, okay. Again, why are you telling us? The most we can do is leave our opinion in your comments or put the praying emoji, the praying hand emoji. That's the best that we can do. So telling us means absolutely nothing. But when all that other stuff hit the fan in the past, that's when Sanja started firing shots. Brandy started firing shots, you know. So I'm like, just please leave this information in the house. And that way you don't have to deal with the comments from the peanut gallery. But nope, they didn't do that. All right, so then come January, I think it was January, they welcomed their second child, their baby boy, Epic Norwood, EPIK, Epic Norwood. Cute little boy, sweet little boy. So I was like, okay, they had a whole gender reveal. Everything looked like it was all on the up and up and cute. Looked like they had started mending things together. And they had the baby in January. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is an opportunity, because a lot of times the baby will bring people back together. They will make people realize the reason why they got married. Anytime I get super duper duper mad at my husband to the point where I want to rip up our marriage license, because sidebar, let me tell y'all. So after I got married, I told my husband, I said, I'm going to make 10 copies of our marriage certificate. And every time you make me real mad, or we get into something that's really, really, really ugly, I'm going to rip up one of them. When I get to the real marriage certificate, then it's time for me to go. Now, mind you, my husband is not problematic in any way, shape, or form. I'm just talking my trash. He looked at me like, he was like, a word. You know, the copy machine don't work. You need to replace the printer, because that thing broke about last time we went to that Kanye and Kendrick Lamar concert. That printer ain't been working. You might need to go on down to Office Depot to print out your little copies. My husband don't have no worries. He knows, you know, no worries whatsoever. He is not problematic in any way, shape, or form. I was just talking my talk, because sometimes I got to talk my talk. They know I'm serious around here. Anyway, so they have the baby. So I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe the baby will bring them closer, remind them why they fell in love. Maybe they can look at these children and say, you know what, we need to be better people. We need to work this thing out so that our children will have both parents in the house and we could be a beautiful little family, because they are a sweet, beautiful little family, right? Cool. All right. Well, next thing I know, I see a trailer. What is this trailer for? These fools done went on the Zeus network. And instead of going to real counseling, real therapy, they signed a deal with the Zeus network to get a paycheck to sit down and argue about their marital issues on TV. I was like, y'all cannot be serious. And I said something to Princess Love to the effect of, You cannot be serious. And so she stopped, she unfollowed Ice Cream Convos. I was like, oh, well, sometimes the truth hurt. And my friend Deirdre said, just because you don't like the truth, it don't change it. But I couldn't believe that they literally sat down on TV and argued back and forth. I think it was 2 parts. They sat on TV and argued back and forth about their personal marriage issues. They didn't bring in a counselor. They didn't bring in Ayala, beloved Gutter Snipes. Oh, and for Ayala to rock Princess Love in her bosom and tell her to get her life together. What would the ancestors say seeing her live like this? No, they just sat down on TV and argued for however long, because I wouldn't watch it, argue back and forth about their marriage. And I'm like, what part of the game is this? Like, what logical sense does that make? If you are really, truly, honestly trying to save your marriage. And a lot of times I thought to myself, maybe they're young. Maybe they're young and they need some type of guidance from a third party or an OG or somebody. But, just because you're young, don't mean you got to be dumb. And what I saw was a lot of young, dumb activity from 2 people who have 2 beautiful children, who have every reason in the world to get their lives just get your lives together, get your minds right, do the right thing. If not for yourself, for your cheering, CHIRREN, you're cheering. But nope. So here we are. I'm guessing that Princess Love probably filed irreconcilable differences. I did not look at the paperwork because it's not really my business. I just know that they're getting a divorce. And I said, okay, this is something that I cannot ignore. The divorce papers have been filed and I passed along the information to you. But at the same time, you can take a look at this. And the reason why I'm really reporting on this is because it is something that you can take a look at if you are in a relationship. Ray J and Princess Love wrote the Bible on what not to do in your relationship. Anytime me and my husband beefing, you will never know it. I have never, not once, got on social media and was like, whoo, sometimes husbands make me sick. No. I might walk around here doing the silent treatment, but I'm not going to get on social media and tell you that there is any discord going on in my home. You know why? Because like I said on Wednesday, you got people who put all their relationship business on the internet. Just like, okay, God forbid, this is not a shot at her because I really like her. She is my boo thing. She my cyber boo thing. But Kaylani, when Kaylani started dating YG, I looked at that thing right there and I said, And you know how like your Apple Watch got the little stopwatch thing on it? I just hit that. And it's not because I'm a hater. It's not because I'm negative. It's not because I'm wishing bad on their relationship. There are some things that you can just see. It is not going to go left. It's going to go left. It's not going to go right. It's not going to turn out good. When YG got up at Nipsey Hussle's funeral and was cussing at his funeral, I was like, okay, I know what type of dude this is right here. YG was caught trying to holler at a girl on video and the people posted it on Instagram. And I said, Kaylani girl, you got a small baby. And I know you want a man and I know you want somebody to beat that thing in from the front so it fall out in the back. But this ain't it. He ain't the one, girl. He ain't the one. And I know you bisexual. So just go on and find you a nice little girl that'll braid your hair and put some makeup on you. You don't need these problems right here. But nope, they flaunted all their little young business on social media. They little relationships and stuff. They put everything out in the street and everything. And now look at them now. Now they done broke up and she writing songs about it. But if I had said that in the beginning, people have been like, you ain't nothing but old hate-ass hater. You just worry about what your man doing. Well, I am worried about what my man doing. But at the same time, I could look out for a homegirl if I see it ain't going good. And I mean, that's exactly what it was. I mean, you can see that some things aren't going to turn out good. And with Ray J, do y'all not remember Ray J pushed the child in a pool and almost drowned her to death on a reality TV show? That should have been right there when she got out of that pool in a full outfit her makeup and her hair just messed up the smithereens from that chlorine, that should let her know right then and there. I ain't never had no man push me in a pool. I done had someone push me to the edge, but ain't nobody never pushed me in no pool when I can't swim. So I'm just saying that sometimes the writing is on the wall. And unfortunately for these two, the time has come. The time has come to depart whatever situation they got going on. And I really hate that it happened this way. I really hate that we was all up and through their business because they pulled us into their business. Nobody asked them to tell us all their personal business, going live on social media, showing that he got the baby, he reunited with the baby, I got the baby. And then she telling people, I ain't seen Ray J in months. And like, that's none of our business. And I hope both of them learn from this relationship before they go into another relationship. But, much like these cases, she filed for divorce. But divorce, they ain't got divorce. Tiny filed for divorce from T.I. and they right back on season 99 of the Family Hustle. They done changed it all up to the Friends and the Family Hustle now. They done brought in neighbors and everybody else. So what I'm saying is, she filed for divorce. Maybe she filed for divorce to get Ray J's attention, because sometimes you got to go the extra mile to let a man know that you're not playing. That's what Tiny did with T.I. She went on down to Fulton County and she filed for divorce. And then he said, so you just went down there and filed expeditiously. And then he got his act together to the best of her liking. To the best of her liking, he got himself together. And now here they are on season 99 of Family Hustle. So it is what it is. You know, I try not to be judgmental because it's really hard to say what you'll do until you're in a particular situation. But I am so thankful to my God above and my man who upstairs snoring now, so I had to close the bedroom door, that he has never put me in a position where I felt like I had to compromise who I was in order to stay in my marriage. So I appreciate him for that. And for those of us who have been in marriages that have worked out and some who that have not worked out, we all know, like, we have to set a boundary. We have to set, this is how this, listen, here, this is all I'm taking right here. Now, if you jump over here like this, I'm gonna have to holler at you later in front of a judge or something. So, I mean, it is what it is. I really hate to write about divorces. I really would rather write about, marriages and babies and all that other good stuff in movies that are coming out, even though there's nothing coming out because of COVID-19. But good question, Cook. Is there a prenup? I can't remember because wasn't Sonya like pressing Ray J to get a prenup at one point? Or was that another reality TV couple? I feel like at one point there was some pressure about a prenup. But I don't know. I can't remember, honestly. It's not that I really can't remember. I really can't. So I charge it to my head, not to my heart. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't remember. And this Captain Morgan's is not helping. So with that being said, it's unfortunate that this is what it's come to, but this is what it is. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to get Ray J and his soon to be ex-wife, maybe, off of the screen. But if you guys are interested, I would love for you guys to come in and come on and join me tonight. Let's chitty chat. I just posted the link in the comments. So if you would like to come in and share your thoughts, you can join by video or you can join by audio only. If you do not want to have if you do not want, I'm reading some of the comments and they are literally cracking me up. If you do not want to show your face, you can come on with audio only, but I would love to hear your thoughts on some of the things that we discussed tonight, or your thoughts on something else that's going on in celebrity news and entertainment. If there's a different topic that I didn't necessarily touch on. So feel free to come on. In the meantime, on Wednesday night, I did mention to you guys that I am thinking about trying to do a ICC pajama party. So I'm trying to figure out like how I want to go about doing that and how I want to invite people or who I'm going to let in or so on and so forth. So I definitely want to do a Zoom ICC pajama party. So please keep your eyes out eyes and ears and social medias out for that. I'm going to probably start trying to work on it tomorrow. I'll put some ideas together and figure out what we'll do. So I want to do an ICC pajama party. I also want to do an ice cream social. With the ice cream social, that will be where I allow at least maybe 3 or 4 different ICC friends to come on and do a live podcast with me. That is always a lot of fun. I love doing the ice cream socials because a lot of times many of us have different opinions on things, and sometimes we are all in unison on we ain't for it. So I would definitely love to do an ice cream social and have you guys be a part of that if you are interested. So if you are interested, hit me up. I've already had some of my ICC friends reach out to me, let me know that they are interested in being a part of the ice cream social. And so with that being said, it looks like nobody is coming in tonight to do any chatty chat. So I guess y'all shy. So I'm going to go ahead and cash out because we have been on for over an hour. Again, I definitely want to thank Natasha for joining us tonight. Atlanta premier realtor, Miss Natasha Bazile. She is always a lot of fun, as you can see. I am surrounded with some very, very, very great, awesome, genuine people. And she is one. So if you're looking to become a real estate agent, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, she is your girl and she can help you anywhere that you are. All right. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into tonight's chat. Thank you for everyone who is watching on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who is watching on Facebook. And just be sure to connect with Ice Cream Convos on all of our social media pages. We are on Instagram and we are on Facebook and LinkedIn and Pinterest and wherever you waste your time during the day in the quarantine, we around there. And if we not around there, hit me up and let me know where I need to be. Okay. Thank you to everyone who posted awesome, funny, interesting, and riveting comments tonight. You guys are the backbone of my Friday night chats. And I sincerely appreciate all of you for kicking it with me, for, watching with me for over an hour, for sharing the post, and for checking in. Okay. So until next time, you guys stay in the house as much as possible. I know some of us have to leave the house to go to work, but just please be careful. Please be safe. And happy Mother's Day to all of my mamas out there. B-A-B-Y. Well, everybody's not a baby mama, but if you have a baby, I'm going to call you a baby mama just because you have a baby and you're a mama, but I'm not using it in a negative form. But happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. Sometimes I start trying to explain stuff and just dig myself into a hole. So happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. Because I won't talk to you guys again, at least not on live until sometime next week. So happy, happy, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful ICC moms out there and to your mamas and your mamas. And I love you guys very much. Take care so much. And we will see you. What's our next chat? I'm thinking about doing one on Wednesday, but maybe I'll just wait till next Friday because I think Friday just feels good, right? All right. So take care. Love you guys. I'll be seeing you in these social media streets. And thank you so much for reading icecreamconvos.com every single day. All right. Love you guys. Bye.